Hey guys, Luke back with another video. This one's going to be on all of the weapon locations in the DLC. The order they will be presented in is how they show up in your inventory by weapon type. And normally I do alphabetical order, but the community voted for weapon type, so that's how we're doing it. And the only other thing you really need to know is that I do a lot of explaining at every location on how to reach it. So if you know how to reach it, feel free to skip any of that. And also any weapon from a remembrance, I just do all in one timestamp because they're just, you gotta kill that boss and that's how you get the weapon, and you should be doing that anyway if you're playing the DLC. And with that said, leave it a like, subscribe, and let's get started. If you'd like to farm the Fire Knight's Shortsword, which is actually a dagger, head to the storehouse first floor. And if you don't know how to reach the Shadow Keep, just go over to Castle Insis, kill Rauh, and head out the boss room door up the road. And if you can't kill her, go around it by going down through here. There's a spirit spring somewhere over here. And then jump up here. You'll jump up another spirit spring into this fort, go up the road, and that's how you reach Shadow Keep. Note that going in the Shadow Keep does progress some quests. And you can easily make it all the way through here. It's very linear. Just head through there and go to the first grace here in the storehouse. And then from here, there's 2 Fire Knights with the dagger that we're looking for. Just right up the stairs. There might be better places to farm it, but this was the best place that I could come up with. Head up the stairs, run past all the enemies. And right here will be the first one before you go up that stairs. See if you dropped it. He dropped the helm and the gauntlets, so I'm going to pop the Silverhorn Tender this time so I get better drops. I'm going to go kill this one and hope it drops the dagger. Called a Shortsword. And you can see it right there, the Fire Knight Shortsword. And if you want another one, you can always just reset at the Grace and come back and keep killing them. And if you didn't get it, of course, just go back to the Grace and keep trying. If you want the Main-gauche weapon, head up to Shadow Keep. And if you don't know how to reach this area, just go down to Castle Insis, go through there and kill Rauh, and that's how you get up through here. Or you can also go from Castle Front down the road, down this path, jump down here, go through the poison. There's a spirit spring over this way. You can jump up into this fort right here and then go up this road, and that'll lead you to where I am. And then we can go this way. Go in here. And you'll find the item just in right here. To get the Smithscript Dagger, just head over to the Ruined Forge Lava Intake. And it's actually really easy to get here after you first start. Just cross the bridge. Before entering the castle, just head down this way. Very straightforward. And then from the Grace, we're just going to run through. Don't be too alarmed, nothing's too hostile here yet. Key to killing those guys is to hit that crystal on their back. And the dagger is just sitting right back here. There it is. If you want the Velvet Sword of St. Trina, head down to the Stone Coffin Fissure, all the way down in the Cerulean Coast, here at the bottom of the map. If you don't know how to reach this place, go up to Castle Front Grace, here in front of Castle Insis. And then you can just go down over here, drop down right here. There will be a flower and a cave. Go through the cave. You'll pop out right here. Go down further, through another cave. And then you'll pop out here. And then you can just keep going down You'll meet a grace, and you'll see a bunch of blue flowers. That's how you know you're at the right place. Keep going down. And then eventually you'll see a big hole. Just climb down the rocks. And that's how you reach this grace. And then from here we can go ahead and go get the weapon. If it's sealed when you get here, all you need to do is approach Shadow Keep and the seal will break. Careful, I almost fell right there from him hitting me. Go ahead and drop down right here. It'll break for you if you haven't been through yet. And then up ahead will be a grace. I'll go ahead and show you where that is. There's the grace, and there's also a Skadootree fragment over there. And from the grace, you just head this way towards this thing. I don't know what to call it. Structure. Drop down here. Drop down once again. And then you can walk down this way, and you'll see an item, and that's the item that we're looking for. The Velvet Sword of St. Trina. Oh, and careful about the blobs on the ceiling. Forgot about that part. There it is. If you want the Ash of War Blink Bolt or the Stone-Sheathed Sword, head up to the Fog Rift Catacombs. And if you don't know how to reach here, head to Castle Front, right before Castle Ensis, and then head straight up this linear path into this foggy area, and that's how you reach the catacomb. And then once you're down inside of here, we need to make a little bit of a run to the second part of the dungeon. The ceiling is spiked here, so be careful. Watch out for the bomb guy here. Go ahead and bait this to fall. Do it again. If you just go straight down, it'll hit you, so you have to bait it first. Go down this. And now we are at the second part of the dungeon in Avastake, America. And we need to make a run to the next part with a long hallway. And it's kind of scary, so be ready. Careful of these guys. Big spiky ceiling. There's these little alcoves you can get into. Worth it. Don't fall down this hole right here. That's unlucky that they didn't get hit by that. Keep on moving on. Go ahead and kill this guy. Kill this one too. The other ones were killed by the spike ceiling. And then this guy. Now to get Blink Bolt, now that we have this room, go ahead and bait this down, and we're going to jump into it. We're going to do a better job jumping into it than we just did. Hold up. Let's do it from here. There we go. There's Blink Bolt right here in this chest. And now we need it to go back down, and we're going to get back on top of it again. Not again, but back on it. Head into here. The Sheathed Sword will be sitting right here. And you need these to create the Sword of Light and Sword of Darkness. To reach the next area and get access to the following items, you'll get 3 Spiraltree fragments, another Stone-Sheathed Sword, or be able to upgrade it to the Sword of Darkness or Light. And there's also Rakshasa set and the Dryleaf set in this area. So to get to this area, it is very convoluted. So we'll start from the main gate plaza here in Shadow Keep. If you don't know how to reach Shadow Keep, you'll have to fight Rauh first, head up this way, and that's how you reach it. Or you can come down from Castle Front, take the road, cut down through here, drop down, and then go up a Spirit Spring, head up the road, and then you'll reach the castle this way. But we're at the main gate, just right inside, right after you fight the first boss. And we're going to make our way this way, and we need to go get an illusionary wall and then ride a coffin. So let's go up this way. And you might see this same clip in multiple videos because they're going to be separate videos and they all need to do this. So I'm going to use the same clip in all 3 of them. Head on down. Gonna be some militiamen and ambushes up through here. Just keep running. Go down the ladder. Be careful not to move too far right here because you can fall off the ledge and die. Go inside of here. Go down this ladder. Don't fall down it because it's too far. You'll just die. Or maybe you'll take damage. I don't know if you'll die or not. Go up here. There's a painting there. You can grab it if you want it. But we're going to open this illusionary wall. Make your way through. And ride in this coffin. We're going to go up and get this grace, and then from this grace we're going to start going to all the items we need. If you want the Sword of Darkness, head over to the Castle Watering Hole. And then the other thing you'll need is a Stone-Sheathed Sword in the Fog Rift Catacombs. And you can go click that timestamp if you didn't do that yet. And then the other thing you'll need, last thing, I promise, is a greater hefty fire pot. Make sure you have a cracked pot so you can throw a hefty pot. And then go up here. There's a cookbook inside this building, somewhere over here. That'll let you craft these furnace pots, and once you have a hefty furnace pot, I know it's a lot of steps, bear with me. We're gonna go back over here and throw a hefty pot into this guy's head. That'll turn him on, and then we'll be able to get behind him. So let's go over this way. Jump. Go ahead and get your pot. Throw it at them. Also, you can throw these into these guys' head and they do like 80,000 damage. So, have fun with that. I'm just going to run over to the altar. And since I have the Stone-Sheathed Sword, I should get the Sword of Darkness by examining. Now if you want the Sword of Light, all you have to do is head to this grace right here. And if you don't know how to reach this grace, go watch my Devonia's Hammer timestamp that's in this video, and that will give you a full walkthrough on how to walk up in through here to get to this place and then get down to this grace, because it's a little bit of a maze. And then once you're at this grace, you can just cross the bridge, go right through here, and that'll put you right where I'm at now. Came from there. And then we're going to go up these stairs. Head on out here. Up ahead's going to be one of those pest areas with all those weird bug creatures, and we need to get through there. So make sure you have enough defenses to either run through or some kind of, or just go ahead and kill them if you want to. I'm just going to buff up and hope for the best, because they do hit hard and they track even if you jump. So enjoy. Now once you're out here, there will be an invisible bridge, so you can just straight up walk right here. And this will be the Sword of Light altar. And like I mentioned in the Sword of Darkness timestamp, depending on which one you went to first, that'll be what you use the Stone-Sheathed Sword on. And then if you've already went to one of the other ones and turned the sword into either the Light or Dark Sword, you can go to the opposite altar. So I have the Sword of Darkness already. I'm gonna examine altar, and actually let me go ahead and do this. And if I examine again, I have a Sword of Darkness on me, so I should be able to make another Sword of Light. Yep. And then the opposite is true. You can go to the Darkness altar and turn your Sword of Light into a Sword of Darkness. To get the My Lady Light Greatsword, all you have to do is go over to Castle Front, here in front of Castle Insis, or you can come from the Checkpoint Grace. But we're just going to go to this marker right here, the highest tower, and then we're going to loot the My Lady Light Greatsword up in that tower. You can go ahead and just run by this guy or kill him if you want. When you get to here, make a left. There's going to be some enemies. And a dog. I'm just going to try to get around them to get to this ladder right here. And you'll find it sitting right here. If you want to get yourself the Lizard Greatsword, just head over to the Fog Rift Catacombs. And if you don't know how to reach here, go to Castle Front. And then up this road right here, make your way through. And that's how you reach it. It's very linear, you can't miss it. It's just a little foggy in there. And then once you're down in here, to get the sword, you just have to kill the imps that are using it. And there's one right there. And you can actually just kill them and then reset at the grace. Kill them again until the item drops, because it isn't guaranteed. I'm going to use this and pray. And he dropped something, and it wasn't what I looked for, so we're going to go back here and we're going to reset and try it again. If he doesn't give it to me on the second try, I'll probably just skip to where he does give it to me. Nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and skip. And it looks like he did drop it this time on the third try. And that's how you get the Lizard Greatsword. If you want to get yourself the Greatsword of Solitude or the Solitude armor set, you can head over to the Western Nameless Mausoleum, and this is right where you first start the DLC, so you can get it pretty early on, and it's a pretty good armor set. But once you get over this way, you'll see some worms. That's how you'll know you're in the right place. Just head past them, and then enter this mausoleum, and then you'll have to fight a boss, and that boss will drop the sword and the armor. And then once he dies, you'll get the armor and the weapon. If you want to farm yourself the Fire Knight's armor set or the Fire Knight's Greatsword, head to the storehouse first floor here in Shadowkeep. If you don't know how to reach the Shadowkeep area, just go through Castle Insis and kill Rolana. Or you can go down to the front door of Castle Insis and instead go around it by going down through here. There will be a spirit spring, jump up, go up this way, and run up through here, and that's how you reach the castle. Then you'll fight a hippo, and there's a linear path that'll take you to the Grace that I'm at now. And then from this Grace, we'll just turn immediately around and go down the elevator. And at the bottom of this elevator, there will be a Fire Knight, and we can approach it from behind and easily kill it. And then if it doesn't drop what we want, we can just reset by going back to the Grace. But make sure you send the elevator back up before you go. Go ahead and use whatever items raises your item discovery, and raise your arcane to get more item discovery. And we'll see what he dropped. Looks like we did get the Greatsword as well as the armor and gloves, and you can get the rest of the set as well, the helmet and greaves. To get the Moonrathil's Knight's Sword, all you have to do is go to Castle Insis checkpoint. And if you don't know how to reach here, just go to 3-path cross and just cross the bridge. It's pretty linear. Head up through here, and you should have this Grace. You should be able to get to it pretty easily. If you have the shortcut unlocked, you can go through there, and the knight is just up ahead. But if you don't have the shortcut, go this way. Dog ambush. Go ahead and run past. Head up through here. Just hop up against this. Do a running hop. There you go. Go up this ladder right here. Ambush. That's how you unlock the shortcut. Right there. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys because there's a fight up ahead. It's these teleporting mages everybody loves. Alright, and then up ahead around this corner will be the knight that drops the sword. Just go ahead and buff up, do anything you need to do. Now that he's dead, get the sword. If you want the Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword, the Smithscript Spear, or the Smithscript Cirque, head over to Ruined Forge of Starfall Past. If you don't know how to reach this area, this is after Castle Insis and Rolana, and then you just go down over here, and you can also just go around by dropping down right here, and then going to here where there's a Spirit Spring, jump up into Fort Reprimand, and then leave there, and then come over here. And the building's just a massive square with 4 pillars around it. Can't miss it. And the spear is actually just right there, so we're just gonna go grab it real quick. It's sitting right here. Go ahead and pull this lever. And then you can come through here. When you come out here, make a right. I'm gonna kill this guy right here. Just don't want him shooting me on the ladder. Keep on moving. This guy's gonna shoot at you. When you come out to here, there's an item in there. I can't remember what item it is, but drop down. And now that you're dropped down, you can pull the lever over here. And now we can go grab the Cirque real quick, which is just in the next room. Oh. And then you can go ahead and pull this lever and hop up on this before it goes up. And then once you're up here, you can get the ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword inside of this. And you also get an ancient dragon smithing stone. If you want the Carrion Sorcery Sword, you can head to the High Road Cross Grace. And this is just after defeating the Rauh boss fight. And once you're here, we're just going to go to the edge here, jump across, and then hop down, and we're going to make our way right to this marker. And we'll go ahead and do that. Hop across. Walk around. And then right here we can go ahead and start dropping down. Drop down into here. There aren't any enemies, so I'm just doing that just in case. And there it is. There's a few steps to getting Quayline's Greatsword. All you have to do is head up to the Sunken Chapel with an Iris of Occultation and the Prayer Room key, and then you'll talk to an NPC, give them the Iris, and that's how you get the sword. But if you don't know how to get up here and lower the level and stuff, earlier on in the Fire Knight Seal timestamp, I showed how to reach this place as well as lower the water, so go check that out if you need help doing that. And to get the Prayer Room key, head down to Bellarat, down here at the Bellarat Tower Settlement. And at this marker, you'll be invaded by Quayline for the first time. Go ahead and kill him there. Then make your way back after Rauh up to the high road, and then go to Church of the Crusade. And this is where you'll get invaded again. Fight him one more time. And now you can head up to where we are now at the Sunken Chapel with your Prayer Room key. And you'll also need an Iris of Occultation, which we can get here by killing a tree spirit. If you don't want to kill the tree spirit, there are other places you can get them. I'm just not sure right off the top of my head where those are. So go out the east side of this grace room. There's a tree spirit in there that drops the Mantle of Thorns sorcery if you want it. But we're going to go kill the other one, which is just up ahead. Now that he's dead, we should get the iris. That did give us the iris. So we can go ahead and enter the building. Not this one. We need to go back to here. Now that we have the iris, which is the main building of the area. There's a Fire Knight that I already killed that drops a helmet, and then you get the Fire Knight seal behind that statue, as well as the Skadootree fragment on top of it. Go ahead and pull this. Well, it's going to be down for you. Go ahead and ride it up. Fire Knight up ahead. Just go ahead and kill it. Either walk around or hop across. There will be a Skadootree fragment in that hand right there. And the prayer room, I think, is down the hall here. So let's go ahead and go down the hall. Alright. It's either... yeah, it's down this hall right here. Go ahead and open up.
Queen Marika, mother to us all.
Now you can give this guy the Iris of Grace to get the Spirit Ash of Fire Knight Quailing, or you can give him the Occultation Iris to get the weapon, so we're going to do that.
And I hereby swear to
I can't skip this dialogue.
So take no... I would not. Am I not pure?
Can't skip this either. Okay, there's the sword. To get the Spirit Sword, head down to the Cerulean Coast. If you don't know how to reach this area, just go up to the Castle Front Grace here in front of Castle Ensis. And then go down this road right here, drop down. There will be a cave entrance next to a flower. Go down through it. You'll pop out right here. Then you can just take a road straight down underneath another cave. You'll pop out on this side. And then you can go up to here, and this is where I am now. And then we're going to go over into here somewhere around there. From the Grace. Head through here. I'll show you on the map where this is so you know where to enter. Just right here. And then you'll find the sword sitting back here. If you want the Dancing Blades of Rauh or the Dancing Set, head down to the Cerulean Coast, down here where all the blue flowers are. If you don't know how to reach this place, go up to the Castle Front Grace in front of Castle Ensis. Go down over here. You'll be able to drop down to this marker. There will be a flower and a cave entrance. Go through the cave. You'll go to Ellic River Cave Grace and pop out right here. Go down this way. You'll come to this grace, through another cave, pop out here, and then you can just make your way right down to where I'm at now, and you'll pop out through here. And then we need to go down over this way to where this marker is. We'll go underground and pop out somewhere over here. And then that's where we'll fight a boss, and that's how we get the items. Careful of the shadow guys, because they one-shotted my torrent the first time I came through here. Or one-shot, rather. Also careful of those, they hurt on the water. Go ahead and drop down. And then drop down right here. Just keep doing it. And now we should be on the island, so you can go ahead and go this way. And there should be a mausoleum right here. Go ahead and buff up. Or just kill her. Come on. There it is. There is the dancer's set and the dancing weapon. If you want the Horned Warrior Sword or the Poisoned Hand Fist weapon, head to the Bellarat Tower Settlement. This is kind of close to where you first start the DLC. Go to 3-Path Cross and then head through here. And then we're going to have to make quite a bit of a trek because we need to grab a key and then open up a sewer area. And then in that area, we'll get the items we're looking for. So let's go ahead and go grab that key. Careful of these guys. Managed to get hit by all of that. At the top of this stairs, there will be a grace right there. Feel free to grab it. You can kill that Horned Warrior to try and farm the sword, and it does drop that way, but the one I'm going to show you up ahead is guaranteed instead. So that's the one I chose. You can get the storehouse key right there for the NPC by the grace we just grabbed. Go around this guy. This pot guy right here drops the Revered Spirit Ash. Actually, I ran past the thing I need to get. Whoops. At least we didn't run too far. It's actually just right here. Just drop down. The key's right here. And now we can go to the well, which is over this way. Go back through here, back out to the bridge. Then go down this ladder right here. This is back towards where we first came in. And then down in here, you can open this door. And now we're in a poison swamp, so you'll need your anti-poison stuff, if you have any. Careful of these guys. They have like an auto grab that's really, really hard to dodge. I don't even know if you can dodge it. But I'm going to come over here and kill these guys. so they leave me alone. Now we need to go over here and find a horned warrior and also the poison hand weapon. I think the poison hand weapon is right there next to him. Or over there, I think maybe there. Let's go ahead and buff up. Ow. Oh. Of course. Okay, the whole squad pulled. We're gonna have to play it safe here. There we go. That gives us the Horned Warrior Sword, guaranteed. And then I believe the Poison Hand is sitting right over here. Careful of these guys. If you want the Horned Warrior's Greatsword, you'll need to come to the last zone in the DLC. And I'm going to go from the first Rise Grace. And then we're going to make our way over to the Spiral Rise Grace. If you already have this Grace, just skip ahead, because that's where we're headed. And this weapon drops as a guaranteed drop from a Horned Warrior. And I was not able to get it to drop from any of the other ones that I've ever killed, so I don't know if it can. But I can't confirm that it can't. Gonna go ahead and kill this guy up here so he doesn't kill me. Up ahead there's gonna be a holy caster that spams, and I'm not sure if it's like there's a pattern to it, but it always seems pretty random. And then we can go up here, and there's another one that spams up above. So we'll just keep rolling. And here we are at Spiral Rise, the grace that I mentioned earlier. And then from here we can just head up. Jump out this window. Up ahead will be some birds we're just going to run on by. Or you can kill them if you want, but I'm running by. Up ahead's going to be another Horned Warrior. I'm just going to run by this one. There's a skidoo tree fragment in there. Head on in here and go up. And then up ahead up here would be another Horned Warrior with a great sword. And I already killed him, so unfortunately I can't show it to you dropping. So come here, there will be a Horned Warrior with a great sword. He's got windy powers. Just go ahead and kill him and it will be a guaranteed drop. To get the Backhand Blade, all you have to do is go to 3-Path Cross, here where you start. And then we can just run straight over here to this marker, and that's where we'll find it. And here it is. If you want the Curse Blade Cirque, you can actually just farm it near the first grace when you come into the DLC. Come to the gravesite plane, and then there will be a ambush enemy on the arch all the way to the left, this one near my head. And you can just kill this enemy and bring items that raise your item discovery. Getting some higher arcane will also raise your item discovery, because it's not a guaranteed chance to drop the weapon, so get it as high as you can get it. And he did drop it for me, as well as his loincloth, and you can also drop, I believe, a couple other armor pieces, including the helmet. If you want the Starline Sword, head to the Cerulean Coast Grace, here in the bottom of the map. And if you don't know how to reach this area, just go up to Castle Front, here in front of Castle Ensis, and then go down over to here. You can drop down, go to this marker, there will be a cave and a flower, go through the cave, pop out this side, then go down to here, there will be another cave to go into. You'll go through there, pop out here, and that's how you get to the grace that I'm at now. And then we need to make our way over to this marker up this way by going this way. Once you see this big building and the stone coffins going up, just make a right here. Right here. You can get a skidoo tree fragment inside of that cave. Gonna try to avoid the lightning bolts. They tend to hurt. And then up ahead will be a boss. The demi-human, the big one, that has the sword. And all you have to do to get it is kill it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And there's the weapon. To get yourself the Great Katana, all you have to do is head over to the Great Bridge North Grace. This is where you first begin the DLC. And then just head over to the water right here, and you can actually just loot it off of a corpse, I believe. It is near the dragon, so you can either fight the dragon and kill it and then loot it, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to just grab it. I think the corpse is right here. Yep, and the dragon didn't even care. Cool. If you want the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana, just head up to the Dragon's Pit. And if you don't know how to reach this area, go to 3-Path Cross, cross this bridge right here, go down this road. And once you reach this grace, just head around here. It's pretty linear. And from the grace, we're going to go all the way to the boss room, because the boss drops the weapon. It's one of those places with those enemies that if you kill them, you need to hit their spirit to fully kill them. Run through here. Go down this way. Gonna grab a heal. And then we're gonna run straight ahead, right off the ledge. And now that we're down here, we gotta fight the boss, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. There it is. Now that we have the Watering Hole Grace, we can go down and get Rakshasa's armor and Rakshasa's great katana. And if you want these two items, all you have to do is head down to this marker right here, kill Rakshasa in that mausoleum, and I'll show you how to get down there. Jump over this. Another one. Up ahead, this fly shoots poison at you and can stun lock you and knock you off the map. So be careful of that guy. Don't try to jump over to that lower level like I did earlier, because you will die. Just to go up around and then go to that. Go ahead and drop down. There's the mausoleum. Gonna go ahead and buff up. And there's the great katana as well as the full armor set. And this armor set increases your damage as well as making you take more damage. It's the armor I'm wearing now. If you want the black steel twin blade, just head over to the High Road Cross Grace. This is after you fight R'hllana. Right here. And you can also go down through here, jump down these rocks, and then go over through the Spirit Spring. Jump up here, and then up through here, and that's how you get up this way. And then once you're up this way, go up to here, and at this marker, at this camp, you'll find a Black Knight. We'll go ahead and kill it, and then that's how you get the weapon. Don't go to the left side over there because you can't make it up that way. Keep on going up. There's a lot of knights. And he'll be up here. Right there. And once you kill him, he drops the blade. And to get the legendary weapon Euporia, head to the first rise here in the very last zone in the DLC. And near a limb, you have to burn the tree to get over here from this boss. And then once you're at the first grace in this place, first rise, we're going to head out this way. And we got to make a little bit of a run. Up ahead there's going to be one of those horned knights. I'm just going to kill him. Oh. There we go. And at the top of this stairs they'll be able to get a grace, so let's run past. This guy's gonna spam holy spells at you. And then we got another one up there to deal with. And then in here you can get a grace and a Spiraltree fragment. I'm gonna go ahead and rest at it. And then we can turn around and head back out. Head down the stairs over this way. Right here we're going to drop down. Go up. And then we need to make a series of drops. Just be careful when you're heading out here. Up ahead, you'll need to do a jump. Go over here and then do a walk off. Do another walk off around the corner right here. Gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Up ahead will be an open window we need to jump into. So get a running jump and jump at the very last second. You should fall right into the window. And now we're over in Ballarat Tower Settlement. Over here. And we need to go out. There's a scorpion above the door that we're in right now. And a Spiraltree fragment over there. Come to the elevator. Head out here. Run past these guys. Or kill them if you want. There's another one of these dudes. Just gonna go back or get hit by him. Jump over this. Go down the elevator. Once at the bottom, head across the bridge, open the door, and we'll find Euporia right inside. There it is. If you want the forked tongue hatchet, come to the Fog Rift Catacombs. This is the earliest place you can get it. If you don't know how to reach it, go to Castle Front. And then we're going to go right up through here. It's a very linear path into a foggy area, but it's just one linear path. Go to here, and that's how you reach the catacombs. And then once you're down in here, we need to make our way through to the second level. You can get their sword, the Lizard Greatsword, by killing them, but you have to farm it. Careful of the ceiling. The ceiling does that. gonna keep on running through. And also make sure you spend any runes that you have, because to do the method to farm down here, you have to die and then go back to the Stake of America as a resetter. So go left here. Watch out for that cannonball guy. Drop down and then get hit by this. Then back up into here. Run across this way. I apologize, the elevator's not up for me. But it will be up for you, you can just go ahead and ride it down. And now that we are down here, we have this Stake of America. That means we can die and not respawn at the Grace. Instead, we can spawn at the Stake of America. And now you need to kill the ones that have the weapon that we're looking for, which is this one here. And there's one there as well. And there's a Greatsword one under here if you want to farm it here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my item discovery, enhancing items and stuff like that, because it's not a guaranteed chance to drop. And he didn't drop it, so I'm going to try to kill this one. But first I'm going to take out the one that ambushes. And we did not get it from him, so I'm going to go over here and die to this guy. And then I'm going to run it back. Head back in. Do it again. Looks like he dropped something. Yep, and there it is. And if you want a second one, there's another one. If you want Mesmer Soldier's weapons, the spear or the axe or any of the armor they wear, just go over to Skidoo Altus West. And if you don't know how to reach this area, you can go through Castle Ensis, defeat the boss, and just go around this way. Or you can go around this way, down the road, before you go into the castle. Drop down here. There will be a spirit spring. You can jump up into this fort, and then go up the road. And that's how you reach this area. But then come down here to this Grace, and then we could drop down into the Fog Rift Fort. And this place is full of the Mesmer Soldier enemies. There's like 100 of them in here. So this will probably be the best place to farm these items. Definitely not the earliest, but probably the best for sure. You can see there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and all throughout the fort. And each one has a chance to drop whatever weapon they're holding in their hand, and it's not guaranteed, so you'll need to raise your item discovery by using things like Silverhorn Tender. And also, if you raise your arcane stat, that makes your item discovery go up too. So I'm going to go ahead and start killing these guys. And it looks like the spear dropped from this one. Or that was a Blessed Bone Shard. Let's try checking this. This one gave us the shield and the greaves. This one gave us the armor and the spear. And this one gave us the shield and the greaves too. If you want the axe, you'll need to kill ones that hold the axe. Like this guy right here. And this one. No axe. No axe. If you want the Smithscript Shield, Greathammer, Axe, and the Golem Fists, you can go up to Telu's Forge, and that's where you get them, but I'm going to show you how to get up that way because it can be a little bit confusing. So head over to the Morth Ruins, and then we're going to make our way up to this marker right here, and then up through the Poison, up through here, to this Grace, and then up to here, and that's how you get to Telu's Ruined Forge. But I'm just going to make the run. I recommend that you bring crystal darts with you if you're trying to farm the Golem Fists, because the crystal darts kill them pretty easily. And the Golem Fist is a rare drop, so it's likely that you won't get it like your first try, or probably even your 10th. But it is pretty farmable, so shouldn't be too hard to get it. The rest of them, you just loot them up off the ground. Head through the poison area. Just keep hugging the wall till you come out the other side. And you can grab that grace over there if you want to. But I'm just going to run up to the forge. One of these guys has an Ash of War in him. I don't remember which one it is. And I don't remember which Ash of War. I think it may be Scatter Shot, if I remember correctly. And now we are at the forge, finally. Head on in. This way. Drop down. Go ahead and jump over this, and there's going to be a golem around the corner. We're just going to kill him. But here is the axe. Go ahead and jump. You can also come from the lower level. And the one you can farm for the Golem Fist is right there. So go ahead and farm that guy. I'm gonna go kill him and see if he drops it. Doesn't look like he did. He did not drop it for me. But you can get it from him. Just keep killing him because he's the one that shoots the rock fists. And then we can go back over here. Jump over here. And we're going to go in this room first to get the shield. It's just up this. Watch out for this guy. Head back out. Head through here. And this is where we get the hammer. We need to get lower. So jump back over this way. And then go here. And the hammer sitting right here. And that's how you get all of the weapons in this place. If you want the Death Knight's twin axes, head over to the Fog Rift Catacombs. If you don't know how to get over here, go to Castle Front. And then we can just make our way up this linear path into the fog. And that's how you reach the catacomb. And now I'm here. And I'm just going to run all the way to the end where the boss is. It's a bit of a run, so be ready. There's spikes on the ceiling. Bait it out. Gonna have to run to here since I got hit. Go through here. I always get hit by that. Dodge this guy. Don't drop down right away because it'll hit you. Just bait it out first. Now you can drop down. Back step. Head through. There'll be an elevator here for you. I forgot to send it back up. My bad. Head on through. We did get a Stake of America, so if you do die, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Up ahead's a massive room with a lot of spikes on the ceiling. Do the same thing, bait it out. You can tell by the blood on the ground. That's where the effect is. You don't have to fight any of these guys because they'll die to the spike ceiling. Make sure you don't fall down this hole. And we're gonna go this way. Oh, forgot about that one. Watch out for that. Head down the elevator. And up ahead will be a boss fight. This is the Death Knight. They do a lot of lightning damage, so I recommend maybe using a pickled liver. And that's how you get the weapon. Oh, and this talisman too. To get the Bonnie Butchering Knife, just head over to the Morth Ruins Grace, and if you don't have this one, you can come from the Castle Ensis after beating Rolana, just going up through here, over to here. And we're going to make our way through these ruins, down a big hole, and then over to this marker. So to get down this big hole, jump down here. And then stand at this ledge. And you're going to line yourself up with the spot right below us, just like this. And I'm going to turn myself around, and I'm just going to backstep. And I landed safely on this ledge. And now we're down here. And careful of the ambush guys right there. But we're going to run through. Through here, up the ladder. And now we have this grace. And the butchering knife is going to be at the one marker over this way to the east. Somewhere around here, right here. And there's also somebody who invades you here that has this knife as well that you can fight. If you want the Death Knight's Long-Haft Axe or the Cerulean Amber Medallion +3, head up to Scorpion River Catacombs. And if you don't know how to reach over this side of the map, go to Morth Ruins over here. Go to this marker, walk through that cave, you'll come out on the poison end, head under here. That'll put you in the Ancient Ruins, and then you can just head down through here. You'll find the Temple Town Ruins, and that's the grace I came from to get to the dungeon. follow the river, and then linearly up the river will take you all the way to the dungeon. And now that we're here, we're going to run all the way to the last boss to kill it, because that's the way you get the items we're looking for. This is a Death Blight dungeon. That thing will Death Blight you. You can stand behind stuff to avoid it and use rejuvenating boluses to remove it. Go left. Jump down here. Go this way. Make a right. There's going to be a spike wall right here. Spike ceiling, rather. There's another one. There's another way to get death blighted right here, so be careful. Let's head on through. Make your way down this. Go right. Oh, forgot about that guy. Watch out for big cannon. This spellcaster up here can really hurt, so really be careful. See? More death blight. Go through here and down right here. Inside you'll find a Death Knight. They do lightning damage. So I'm going to use a lightning proof pickled liver. There's the Axe and the Cerulean Amber Medallion +3. If you want the Flowerstone Gavel, head down to the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion Grace, and if you don't know how to get down here, go up to Castle Front, right before Castle Insis, and then you can go down this road. Once you reach this grace, just go down this way. You'll come to the Dragon's Pit, and then you'll kill the last boss. You'll pop out this side, and then you can just run down here, and that's how you find this grace. And then speak to the dragon lady person that's standing here, and then you can go up around this way and then make your way through the jagged peak and fight the boss up in the shadow area. Once this boss is dead, you'll know the boss. It's a big dragon. Come back, and then you can loot it right here, and the dragon person will be gone. If you want the Serpent's Flail, the Common Soldier Set, or the Black Steel Great Shield, you can head over to the High Road Cross, and this is just after you defeat Rolana and Castle Insis. And then once you're here, we're going to make our way over to here and then drop down into this area right here. To get the shield, you got to kill the boss of the area. And then the common soldier set drops from all the common soldier enemies. And the serpent flail can just be looted at the bottom. And there's a grace over here as well. And once you're here, look for a place that you can drop down at. Right here. If you're prioritizing the serpent's flail, you can just jump over the ledge right here onto that balcony right there, and it's just right under there. But I want to show you how to get the common soldier set. Just kill these guys right here. And if they have items on their corpse, that means they dropped it. It's not a guaranteed chance. But there's a bunch of these enemies in this fort. That's why it's a good place to farm it. But we're going to go get the shield. Couldn't loot him. Who's the boss up ahead, so buff up. He has a Lickitung attack. Careful of that. Once he's dead, he drops a shield. And now we're going to go back over to the spot I mentioned earlier. Go here and then drop down onto this tent. And you should see the item laying around here somewhere in this chest. There it is. If you want the black steel Greathammer and also 2 Skadootree fragments, head to the first grace you find here in the DLC. And then we're going to make our way up this road, and you'll encounter a Black Knight enemy here. We're going to fight him, kill him, and then take the loot. And then also behind him in the church, we'll find the 2 Skadootree fragments. There's the knight. Whatever you do, don't die to him. I might die to him. Looks like I might actually. I got him. That's how you get the hammer, and then you can also, let's see what else he dropped. Got the helmet as well off of them. And then you can also go back here and pick up these 2 Spiraltree fragments. If you want to farm the Blood Fiend's Arm and the Blood Fiend's Fork, all you have to do is go over to the Cliff Road Terminus. And then if you don't know how to reach this area, you can come from the 3-path cross and then head through here. And instead of going up the stairs, just go this way. It's pretty easy. But once you reach this grace, we're going to head over into Prospect Town. There's going to be a bunch of Blood Fiends, like a whole bunch of them. And each one of them has a chance to drop whatever weapon they're holding on to. And it's not a guaranteed drop, and it's actually not a very high drop either, so bring a lot of Arcane because that raises your item discovery. And if you don't have any Arcane, you can use things like Silverhorn Tender. This one here has a fork, so I'm going to go over there and kill him and see if he drops it. And he did not drop it. And this one has the arm, so I'm going to go ahead and kill him. Didn't drop it. So we're going to go upstairs, and then there's a whole bunch more right up this ruins here. As you can see, there's a good bit of them right there. If you have an AoE spell, it's probably good to use here. You can use summons too, why not? Alright, 37 buffs later, we're gonna go ahead and kill these guys. Did not need my summon. Let's go ahead and loot. Nothing. 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 There's the arm. That's the two-hander. And each one of those has a chance to drop all the weapons they're holding, so just keep resetting at the grace over here and coming back and killing them. To get the Anvil Hammer and an Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, all you have to do is go to the Ruined Forge Lava Intake, and if you don't know how to reach this dungeon, this is where you first start. Just head over the bridge. You'll reach the castle front, and you can just go straight down this way, very linear. But once you're here, from the grace, all you have to do is head to the end of the dungeon, and that's where you'll get the 2 items I just mentioned. The only danger on this run is 2 of these little lava dudes that just fell out of the ceiling that are on a narrow pathway. And they're not really all that dangerous. Once you reach down here, pull this lever. That's going to lower this thing. Once lowered, I'm going to jump down onto it. You can see the lava guys up there. They fall pretty far. Just gonna go around this dude. Try not to lock on, it might knock you off. And then we can just keep going up. Jump off through this doorway. And then right up ahead is where we'll loot the items. There they are. If you want the Crucible Hammer Helm or Devonia's Hammer, you'll need to come to the Viaduct Minor Tower and go to the screen area in the very northern part of the map. If you don't know how to reach here, you'll have to go to Shadow Keep and then go through the main gate, kill a hippo, travel through the tower, up to the first floor Storehouse Grace, and then make a left and go down an elevator, and then you'll go down this way. And then once you're down this way, we can make our way out. And then we'll have to go through basically a maze. This is probably the most complex, confusing area in the game, so bring a torch with you because it's also dark. To your right's going to be one of those fast guys. Go ahead and open this door right here. Go through here. Drop down. And just head forward and make a left. If you somehow ended up at a different spirit spring than me, just turn around and go to the other spirit spring, and that's the other side. That's the place I just went through. And then Devonia will just be right here. I'm gonna go ahead and buff up. Go ahead and fight her. That's how you get the hammer and the Crucible Hammer Helm. If you want the Swift Spear, all you have to do is go to the Castle Front Grace. This is right after the Elec Great Bridge, just right where you first start. And then we're going to make our way up this road right here to this marker, and it's just going to be laying on a corpse in the road that we can loot. And there it is, you can see it up ahead. There it is. If you want the Death Knight set or the Barbed Staff Spear, head over to the Darklight Catacombs. That'll bring you out to the watering hole, and then you travel down this narrow path just down to here. And then from here you can go to here, drop down the coffins, and that's how you reach the Darklight Catacombs. But go to that timestamp and I do a full walkthrough for that for you. And then from the Grace inside of the Catacombs, we're going to go get the 2 items we're looking for. The Death Knight set is lootable, and the weapon drops off the boss for the area. Go ahead and turn around and pull this lever right here. Careful of this guy. You can just drop here. Just gonna kill this guy because he's annoying. Go ahead and go down this. It'll be dark for you, but you can just go up this way. If you want the armor set, follow me, but if you don't, you just want the weapon, you can go that way. But the armor set is up the ladder right here. Drop down right here. Pull this lever, it turns all the lights on. Then come out here and drop down this broken piece of fence. And then up over here you'll find the Death Knight set. I've already looted it, so I can't show it to you, but it is right here. And then turn around. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this guy. Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave. Go over to the ladder over here and go down it. Don't fall because this is a really long one. That's actually why I couldn't show you the Death Knight set, is because I fell there instead of going down the ladder and had to re-record. Watch out for this guy, he hurts. Now you can drop down right here and just turn around, and there will be an elevator over this way. And then this one's going to be a big room with a massive explodey guy. Don't know what they're called. It's a big imp with a cannon. I'm going to go ahead and use some anti-damage stuff so I don't get killed. And now we need to run through here. Just make sure you dodge any balls he shoots at you. Unlikely. Go down this way. Pull this lever. That'll lower the cannon guy. And now we can go kill him. Oh, let me get my weapon out. Hold on, let me... all these imps on me. So, there we go. Drop down. Go up the ladder. I'm gonna heal when I get up here so I don't get killed. Go this way. This guy body blocks, so I'm just gonna go. Drop down, and then we can go down here. And we're finally getting up to the boss. Sorry for that lag spike. Gonna go ahead and buff up before I go in. Once he's dead, you'll get the weapon. If you want the Blood Fiend Sacred Spear, you'll have to farm it off the enemies that are Blood Fiends that wield it. And you can get it off any of them, but this one is where I'm gonna farm it, and that's at the Ancient Ruins base. And to get over here, you'll need to go to Morth Ruins, and then go up to this marker. And that will be a cave. You can go through the cave, it'll put you here. Just go under here, and then this landmass, you can go underneath of it right there. And that's how you get to this grace. And then we're going to go up to this pond, and it'll have one of the Blood Fiends with the Sacred Spear. Make sure you raise your item discovery by making your arcane higher, or any items that you can use, because it's not a guaranteed drop. You can also get their arm, the two-handed weapon, and the poker, or I forget what it's called exactly, but there's a two-handed spear that's not the Blood Fiend spear. This one has it right here. We're gonna go ahead and kill him. Hope he dropped it. Oh, he did. There it is. If you want the Spirit Glaive, head up to Charo's Hidden Grave. This is the red flower area of this side of the map. And if you don't know how to reach this, you can come from the Dragon Communion and then drop down in. And to get to the Dragon Communion, you'll need to go through the Dragon Pit, which is just right before the Castle Ensis area. Just go down through here, go through this path. You'll go to Dragon's Pit, you'll pop out right here, and just walk it right down. down to here, drop down off the wing, and then that's how you get up to the grace that I'm at now. Just come from there, you can see the dragon up there. Head over this way, and we need to make our way up to the 3 marker right there. And then at that marker, that's where we'll get it. And here it is. To get the Tooth Whip, all you have to do is go to Bonnie Village. And if you don't know how to reach this place, just defeat Rolana and go to the high road and then head down through here to the Morth Ruins. Drop down into the big hole, go through there, and then that's how you reach the Bonnie Village. And then from here, we're going to make our way over to this marker, and that's where we'll get the weapon. And we may be invaded by an NPC on the way over, so be ready for that. Or it's right here, actually. Let's just go ahead and kill him. And now we can make our way over. Oh, there's more of them. They just must populate this area. Up ahead, be the Tooth Whip. If you want the Oathseeker armor set or the Pada weapon, all you have to do is go to the Cliff Road Terminus Grace, and if you don't know how to reach this grace, just go to the 3-path cross here, and then head through. And before you go up the stairs, just go this way instead, and that's how you reach the grace I'm at now. And then you can head down through here, and then we're going to go over to the Church of Benediction, and behind the church is where we get the items. You can either go around or go up and then drop down. Either one works. I'm just going to go up. Once you reach the cliffside edge right here, just go ahead and look for a spot to jump on. And then you can safely drop. You might be able to just fall without really taking much damage there. But either way, here is the weapon and the armor set sitting right here. If you want the Matting Hand, you'll need to reach the Forsaken Graveyard through the Darklight Catacombs. And this is the Madness area with the scary ambush madness enemies that attack you. And to reach the Darklight Catacombs, to reach this area, you'll first need to go through Shadow Keep, and there's an illusionary wall. Depending on which video you're watching, for the Rakshasa set or the Rakshasa's weapon, I show a guide on how to reach this area through the Shadow Keep. So click that timestamp if you don't know how to reach this area. But if you do have Darklight Catacombs and you've been through there and reached the Forsaken Graveyard, from here we're going to go down this way, and the guy that drops the Matting Hand is going to be down here somewhere. So we're just going to make our way, and you cannot mount up here, unfortunately. Well, you can, up into a certain point. Or, I guess the point was right there. Literally 1 inch away. And there'll be a grace up ahead. Not sure why I rested at the grace there, I didn't need it. But head this way, head south. And somewhere along the road we're going to run into an enemy called the Matting Hand. I think he's up there, I think I see him. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. I'm going to buff up. Whoops. That's how you get the Matting Hand. To get the Dryleaf Arts or Dane's Hat, all you have to do is go to the High Road Cross Grace. This is right after you've defeated R'hllana in Castle Insis. And if you can't kill her, don't worry, you can just go down this road and then drop down here. Go over to here, there's a Spirit Spring, jump up into this castle, run through there, get out the back door, and then go up through here. And that's how you can reach this area without fighting R'hllana. And then once you're here, you'll find the Scaducci fragment over there, and then 2 items sitting here, which are a lore note and a gesture. This one here, May the Best Win. Once you have May the Best Win, just mount up and then head this way. Up ahead will be a Michaelis Cross with an NPC nearby. And this NPC, we need to use the gesture we just picked up on. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him, he doesn't really say anything. And then he'll teleport you to an arena and you'll have a fight. And then once he's dead, he'll drop the 2 things. I think after we leave this area. Sitting right here. If you want to get the Beast Claws, it's actually really easy. It's the very first grace in the DLC, just right here. And all you have to do is head right over here and kill an enemy. So I'm going to go do that. It's pretty hard to miss. Whoops. There he is. But that is how you get the Beast Claw. If you want the Iron Rivet set and the Red Bear's Claw, we have to fight a big Red Bear boss. And to do so, head to Templetown Ruins. And if you don't know how to get over to this area, it can be a little confusing. Head over to Morth Ruins. Go up to here. That'll get you through the cave over here to this side. Go up this way. Hug the wall underneath this landmass, and that'll make you reach the Ancient Ruin space. And then you can just head straight down to right here at this marker that I'm going to run over to. And at that marker will be a Spirit Spring. And that Spirit Spring is how we get up on the landmass up there. As you can see, it's locked, so we need to go up this hill. Can unlock right here. And if you don't feel like going up the hill, you can also just use Margot's Shackle on any of the Spirit Springs to unlock them. And up ahead is the mausoleum that houses the guy we need to fight to get the items. So go ahead and buff up and stuff. Red Bear's Claw and the whole Iron Rivet set. That's how you get that. To get the Fire Spark perfume bottle, all you have to do is go to the Castle Front Grace just across the Alec Great Bridge. And this is right where you start. And then once you're here, go to this marker. This way. Back towards the bridge. And then over here in a chest, you'll find the bottle. Near some perfumers. And there it is. If you want the lightning perfume bottle, head over to the Castle Front Grace. This is just after you start the DLC, just across the bridge. And then we're gonna make our way down over here and drop down, go into a cave, pop out this side, go down the cave, pop out this side, and then we're gonna go over here to this marker, and that's where we'll get it. So let's make our way over. Look for a place to drop down, right here. And now that we're down here, look for the big flower, and there should be a cave over here. Go ahead and get my torch out. Just keep on heading through the cave. You'll come across a grace right here. Or not right here, but after this. Right there. And when you come out, instead of going right, make sure you go left. Go ahead and jump up on these rocks. Carefully make your way over. Cross over to here, because there's a dead end on that side. Go over this way. And there'll be a grace right here you can grab. Feel free to. And now we need to make our way down these rocks. We're going to jump over to this one, and then over here. And now we are in the home stretch to go grab it. We don't have to kill anything or anything, we just loot something. You'll know you're in the right place when you see some water and a bunch of rams rolling around. And here's the bottle. If you want the chilling perfume bottle, head to the Lamenter's Jail. And if you don't know how to reach this place, you need to go to Charo's Hidden Grave. This is the red flower area. And if you don't know how to reach this place, you come here from up this way. This is before Castle Insis. You go down the road. And then once you reach Pillar Path Waypoint, go down this way. You'll come to a dungeon called Dragon's Pit. Once you defeat the last boss, you'll pop out on this side. Then you'll walk down this way. That's where you'll hit the Dragon Communion, right here. And then up here, you can drop down into the flower area. Make your way to this grace, Charo's Hidden Grave. And then you just walk a straight line this way, and that's how you get to this dungeon. From over there. And then once inside, we need to go grab a key. The key opens this door. Open this chest. That's where the key's at. Go ahead and climb down. In this room, make an immediate right. Careful of this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. And then right here, you'll find the perfume bottle. If you want the Frenzied Flame perfume bottle, head over to the church ruins. And if you don't know how to reach this area, you need to come through here through the Darklight Catacombs. And if you don't know how to reach the Darklight Catacombs, you have to go through Shadowkeep, and there's an illusionary wall. In another timestamp in this video, I believe it would be the Raksasa's weapon, Raksasa's Great Katana. I show how to get down into the watering hole, and then you can follow this path linearly down this way. And then at this marker, there will be some coffins you can drop down. And that's how you get into the Darklight Catacombs. And then at the Barbstaff Spear timestamp, I show how to get through the Darklight Catacombs. And then that will pop you out at the Forsaken Graveyard. And then from there, you just walk down to here, and there will be an NPC named the Matting Hand. You kill him, and he drops the weapon. And then you come down here to the church ruins, and this is where you get the Frenzied Flame perfume bottle, and it's just sitting right over here. Again, if you need help getting down here, go to those timestamps. The Rakshasa's weapon and also the Matting Hand weapon. If you want the Deadly Poison perfume bottle, just head over to the Pillar Path Cross Grace right here. And it's actually really easy to get here. Start from the beginning, head across the bridge. You'll reach this grace right here and just follow the road. Just follow it all the way down. Pretty straightforward. But once you reach here, you'll find this NPC and he'll sell you the weapon. Right here, along with some other poison related things. If you want the bone bow, just head to the Bellarat Tower settlement. And to get over here, just go to the Third Path Cross right here. Head through this road all the way up to the grace that I'm at now. And then from here, we're going to make our way up into a room with 2 big scorpions. And in that room, we'll find the bone bow. But before that, we'll have to make a little bit of a walk. There's going to be 2 guys that snipe down at us. Just go ahead and dodge that. And then make a left into this room right here. there will be a grace right here that you can grab. Go ahead and kill this guy because he chases you unendingly. Head this way. Go in this door and then up this ladder. Go up here and then make a left. And then in this room will be a bunch of scorpions and then several big ones, or 2 of them. And then behind it, you'll find the bone bow. If you want Aigon's full armor set or the great bow or bell bearing, you'll need to first talk to Aigon before coming up to the dragon area. So go to Castle Front and then make your way up the road. Up this way, you'll see this grace, Pillar Path Waypoint. You'll be right next to it. Go talk to him there. Travel through here. You'll be at the Dragon's Pit. Kill the last boss in this dungeon. Then you'll pop out on this side. Then go up this way. And you'll reach this grace. And then right here will be 2 giant fighting dragons. Kill both of them. And then you'll hear Egon over here talking, saying some stuff. And then go up and talk to him, and then he'll give you an item that lets you summon him for the Baal the Dread boss fight. And then you'll use that in the boss fight, and then you'll come back here and his items will be on the ground right here.
Summon me, my limb, but a dread and my
So we'll go ahead and do that.
Summon me.
And I'll be right back. And now that Baal is dead, I'm going to go back to where Aigon was before. There's the great bow and the full armor set and the bell bearing. To get the repeating crossbow, all you have to do is head to the Morth Ruins Grace. And if you don't know how to reach this area, you have to go through Castle Insis and kill this boss, and then go around. And if you can't kill the boss, you can also just go around this way, drop down. There's a spirit spring over here, and then you can jump, and then go up through here. But once you're here at this marker, right there, we're gonna walk down the road and just go grab it. It should just be sitting on a corpse and be really easy to get. Looks like there's a dragon, so maybe not so easy. Looking for a corpse, I think I see it right there. Right here. And that's how you get repeating crossbow. To get your hands on the spread crossbow, all you have to do is go to Castle Front. This is after the Elec Great Bridge, where you first start the DLC. Then once you're over this way, come from this grace, and we're just going to go right down to this marker. And then we can just loot it over there. This is a cool one because it fires like 10 bolts all at once. It's really easy to use for like rot bolts or like poison. And you'll find it sitting right over here. If you want Rabast Cannon, just head up to the Church District High Road Grace, and if you don't know how to reach this grace, go to Morth Ruins. This is after you fight Rolana, and then go down the hole right here, and then end up in Bonnie Village. Go through here, and it's a pretty linear road all the way up to where I'm at now. And then once you reach this place, we're going to head up in here and then break an illusionary wall. And then on the other side of that wall, we'll unseal a spirit spring. And then at the top of this tower is where we'll get the weapon. That's where the rocks were, right there. Go this way. And then go ahead and jump facing the highest tower. And that's how you get the weapon. And now that we have the Watering Hole Grace, we can head down and get the Dryleaf set as well as the seal. So let's go ahead and get that. Go to this marker. That marker isn't the items we're looking for, but just the Grace, the next one. There's the Grace. I'm gonna rest so this Fire Giant, or Furnace Golem, or whatever they're called, leaves me alone. Mount up. Jump. Jump again. Up ahead, that bug that's near my head, right there. He spits poison and can knock you down into the hole, like poison lock you, so try to be careful not to get hit by that. Head over this way. Go ahead and drop down right here. The seal is right there. You can see it. And then we'll just need to drop down further to get the armor set. And here's the armor. You can get a Spiraltree fragment, the Fire Knight's seal, Death Mask's helm, and the Mantle of Thorn sorcery all in this location. There's some other things you can get, but I'm going to focus those ones. And I'm at the Church District of Shadowkeep. If you don't know how to reach this side of Shadowkeep, head down to Morth Ruins, and then inside of the big hole, drop down. You'll come out in Bonnie Village, and then make your way up through the road. And it's a pretty straight path all the way up to where we are now. Just make a right at the fork there. And here I am. And once you're here, we need to lower the level of the water in this area, so go ahead and go this way. It's going to be a bit of jumping you have to do. You can get the sorcery from fighting the ulcerated tree spirit. And the seal is behind a statue. The mask drops from the Fire Knight guarding the statue, and then on top of the statue in its hand you can get the fragment. So we're going to go do all that. I figured I'd just do all the items at once because they're so close together. Go ahead and drop down. This place is going to be pretty much full of Fire Knights, so be ready to fight them. I did die through here my first time, and I'll show you why in a second. There's a bit of a troll hole up here, so be careful. If you're not looking down, you might not see this. Try not to fall down that like I did. Climb the ladder. Go up here, push this thing, and this will lower the water. Now that the water is lowered, we can go down. Gonna get full health. When we come out here, there's gonna be a building. You can get a grace right here. We can go ahead and fight the tree spirit that's around the corner. There's actually 2 of them. I believe this is the one over here that drops what we're looking for, the Mantle of Thorn sorcery. Oh. So hard to tell what these things are doing half the time. That's how you get Mantle of Thorns. And then we can head on up. Just straight this way. Stairs. In here, this knight, that's the one that drops the death mask. There's the helmet. You can go back behind this thing right here and get the seal. And then we can get a fragment up there in that hand. And to get up there, all you have to do is go right around the corner where I showed you just a second ago. If you want the Spiraltree Seal, you'll need to first complete a few steps. The first step is to basically finish the DLC and get to the end game zone. You don't have to complete it, just get here. And if you don't know how to do that, go through Shadow Keep, kill Mesmer, get his fire, go back to Storehouse first floor, and then go across this bridge. That'll take you to the green area, and then this place is a maze, but you can get through here, pop out up this way, go past some pest enemies, and then burn the tree right here, and that's how you unlock this place. I know it's a lot of talking, but there's no way I could show you how to do that. It would take 45 minutes. And then once you have that done, head to the Scorched Ruins right here. And then we're going to go up over this way towards a cave and loot a painting. The painting will be sitting right here. I already looted it, so I can't show it to you. And now that you have the painting, you can head up to the Temple Town Ruins up this way. If you've already got to the end of the game, you should at least have this grace, or this area unlocked, so I shouldn't have to explain it, hopefully. And then once you're here, go to this marker. There's going to be a spirit spring up ahead. It's going to be sealed, and you can break it by either using Margit's Shackle or coming up this hill. You'll be able to break it on the other side of this right here. Now we can hop up the Spirit Spring. And then one more. You can fight a boss in this mausoleum if you want to. But we're just going to go around this way and get the tree seal. Go to these two jagged rocks right here. And you should see him right here. I'll show you exactly where it is on the map. Right here. That's how you get the Spiraltree Seal. If you want Nanaya's torch, all you have to do is go to Mance Hall. This is where you fight the Lord of Frenzy Flame guy. And if you don't know how to reach the Frenzy Flame area, you need to go through the Darklight Catacombs, which you can reach by going through Shadow Keep. There's an illusionary wall and stuff. If you go to the Rakshasa Great Katana timestamp, I show how to get down to this area. And then you can go down these to get into Darklight. That'll pop you out here. And then you just walk the pathways down to this way. And then go under this, and then that's how you reach Mance Hall. And then once you're in this building, there'll be a painting right here. Just go ahead and hit it. And we'll start going this way. I'm going to use this. Make a left. It's going to be a horned warrior. Go through here. Another horned warrior. And then go this way. Pull this lever. Try to get by these guys. Okay, now we can go around here and go up the ladder. And head past the ghost. Up the ladder over here. Across these rafters, try not to fall. Let's go ahead and grab this. Once in here, you can just immediately drop down. Hit this. Go up the stairs. And now you can pull this lever, and that will make that thing over there go out so you can jump on it. And then we're going to jump over to here. Jump to here. Now we can make it to this platform. And finally, we can loot the torch after jumping right there. Make sure not to fall. Right here. If you want the Lamenting Visage torch, head over to the Lamenter's Goal. And if you don't know how to reach the Lamenter's Goal, you'll need to head from Charo's Hidden Grave. This is the red flowery area. And if you don't know how to reach the red flowery area, head up to the castle front area here in front of Castle Insis. And then make your way down the road. There'll be a path that intersects. Go this way. You'll come to Dragon's Pit. It's a dungeon. Kill the last boss. You'll pop out this side. And then you can go down through here up to the Dragon Communion Altar. Go up the dragon, and then you'll be able to hop down somewhere over here into the red flowery area. You'll come up. You'll meet this grace right here. And then it's just a straight walk straight this way all the way up to here. And then once you're down inside, we got to go pretty far and get a key. We actually need to get 2 keys. The first key you'll get, I already did in another part of this video, but you'll get it out of this chest, so grab that. Watch out for the zombies. Now that we have the key out of that chest, we can come back to this blue torch, open this right here, and then climb down the ladder. Come through here. I'm gonna go up. Fall down. Go this way. Then we're gonna go up. Jump this gap. Gonna heal up. Up ahead there's gonna be a jar people room, a big jar. There's gonna be 2 of them. Grab this, it's a key. Might take a hit, but that's alright. Now we can go behind them. Jump up here. Now we head back up. Make sure you jump that gap again. This time we go down. And then in here. Go ahead and roll this wall. Open this with the key. And then you'll find the Lamenting Visage sitting right here. If you want the Shield of Night or the Night set, go to the Bonnie Village. And if you don't know how to reach this place, just go to Morth Ruins after R'hllana. And then go down into the big hole and make your way through, and that's how you reach the Bonnie Village. And we're going to make our way across this bridge and then go into a dungeon down here. Watch out for the scorpions. Go ahead and grab the Grace. And we're going to make our way through. It's going to be quite a bit of a walk, so bear with me. Open this up. Watch out for this guy. Jump down this. Go through here. Go ahead and make a left. Right here. Drop down. Gonna be some big pot enemies up ahead. Just gonna run by. Drop down. Make a left. Open this door right here. And now we can go ahead and jump on this pot. And all you have to do now is stay on the pot, don't get off of it. And this pot's going to take us up further to a new reachable ledge. Right here. Go ahead and jump off. Take care of these guys real quick. Here's the night set. Go up here. There's going to be an ambush. And you'll find the Shield of Night. It's in right here. And there's also a Sword of Darkness that I'll show you how to get in another guide. Or if this is in the weapons guide, it's in that one. If you want the Wolfcrest Shield, head over to Castle Insis Checkpoint. And if you don't know how to reach this area, just go to 3-path cross the big bridge, and head straight on in. It's pretty linear. And then once you're at this grace, you can go through here if you have this unlocked. If you don't have that unlocked, head over this way. Go ahead and running to jump up that. And then climb up this ladder. Ambush. That's how you unlock the shortcut. Ambush. Another ambush. And then to the left is a knight, but I already killed it, so it's not there, but that knight drops a sword. And then if you go down this way, you can go to the end and then open this chest, and that's how you get the shield. This dog was really committed. There it is. If you want to get the Serpent Crest Shield, it's a couple parts to get it. You'll first need to get a painting and then go to a ghost and get the shield. So let's go ahead and get the painting, head up to Cliff Road Terminus. This is sort of at the beginning, this is on the upper level. If you don't know how to get here, go to 3-path cross, head through here, and instead of going up the stairs, go this way. And then once you're here, we're going to make our way up to this shack, and in here we'll find the painting. Go ahead and keep jumping up the mountain. And we have arrived at the shack. Go ahead and pick up the painting right here. Incursion. And then we can go up to the Great Bridge North Grace. This is just north. You can easily just go up the road if you don't have this grace. Go ahead and kill this pig real quick. And then we can go to the grace right here. And then we're going to head right over to here, and then somewhere over there we're going to find the shield. We're looking for a ghost. There he is. And there's the shield, and I'll show you exactly where it was, right here. To get the Dueling Shield, head up to the Storehouse First Floor Grace, and this is inside of Shadow Keep. If you don't know how to reach Shadow Keep, just go down to Castle Insis, defeat Rolana, and you can go up the road. Or, before Castle Insis, go down this road, take this path, and jump down here. There's a Spirit Spring, jump up into this fort, go out the fort, and just follow this road up. And then once inside, you just make your way through on a linear path, and then go up in. And then from here, we're going to go this way. Make a left at the top of the stairs. Go up these stairs. Up here, it'll be a Fire Knight. Just going to run by. You'll see some right here. Go ahead and jump over into it. And then the item sitting right here. To get the Carry and Thrusting Shield, it's pretty close nearby to the back entrance Grace of Shadow Keep in the Storehouse. If you don't have the back entrance Grace, I'm going to come from Church District entrance and then walk all the way to it, because it's a little bit of a confusing path. And to get over to the Grace that I'm at now, all you have to do is go down to Morth Ruins. Go down the big hole, you'll end up in Bonnie Village, cross the bridge, go up the road, and that's how you get up this way. And then once you're here, we're going to make our way through and then go up all the way to the back entrance of the Storehouse. This place will be full of water for you if you're coming here for the first time. I already lowered the water. There's a lower level where you can get a bunch of items. Let's go ahead and keep jumping. Head over this way. You're going to need to make a running jump right here to get over here. Oh, almost fell off the map. Go ahead and fall onto the rafter. Don't go forward there. Drop down right here. It's going to be some Fire Knights up ahead, or just one of them. We're going to go ahead and kill it. You can lower the water by going that way and then climbing a ladder, and there will be a lever. But we're just going to keep moving on until we can go get this item. Head across this bridge. There will be an elevator here. A really long elevator. And now we are in the Specimen Storehouse, and the Grace should be right over this way. And now we have the back entrance Grace. So go over this way. It's going to be another Fire Knight up ahead. Let's go ahead and take out his lackeys first. These guys can be a little scary. And here's the shield. There are about 12 items that are locked behind quest lines in the DLC, and if you watch my videos, you know I normally don't go over quest line items because it's out of the scope of this video. It would just take way too long to go over every quest line. So if you want the following weapons, the Obsidian Lamina, Ansbach's Bow, Thialir's Needle, Golden Lion Shield, Dane's Footwork, Freya's Sword, Vertigr's Shield, Lita's Sword, Falk's Maternal Staff, Claws of Night or Sword of Night, go ahead and look up questline guides for those items. All the weapons that are in this timestamp, I'm not going to do like a full detailed walkthrough on how to get them, because all you have to do to get them is go kill the bosses, and that's sort of a general thing, so I'll just let you go do that. And I'll show you which weapons are given by certain remembrances. So the Twin Moon Knight remembrance gives the Rolana's Twin Blades. The Putrescence remembrance gives the Cleaver. The Wild Boar Rider remembrance gives you the Sword Lance. Shadow Sunflower gives you the Shadow Sunflower Blossom. It's a really funny looking weapon. I recommend seeing that one. And then the Romina one, Saint of the Bud, gives you the Pole Blade of the Bud right here. The Lord of Frenzy Flame remembrance gives you the Greatsword of Damnation. And the Mother of Fingers one gives you two different weapons, so take your pick here. The Gazing Finger or the Staff of the Great Beyond. And then the Impaler one gives you the Spear of the Impaler. And then finally, God and Lord gives you the choice between Light and Lord versions of the Great Sword of Radahn.